Hello class, it's Miss Nielsen here again. Today we're going to be learning about area, and we're going to be learning some more things about it. Now if you guys can read with me your I can't statement, and then we'll jump into some fun activities. Okay, let's go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, let's read. I can find area by making arrays and using the area formula. I'm going to teach you guys the area formula in just a minute, okay? So let's look over here at my little computer. Here's a problem for you guys to think about. Miss McCarthy wants to get a new rug for the classroom. This is the rug that she's chosen to get. It's a big map of America with the different states colored in. The size is 3 feet by 5 feet. Miss McCarthy wants to know what the area of the rug is so she can know if it can fit in the classroom. How do you guys think we can figure out the area? I want you guys to think in your head. Remember, the length is 3 feet and the width is 5 feet. So think about what we learned yesterday and see if you can come up with a way to find the area. Just think about that in your head for a second. Okay, good. So if you guys remember, we have our pattern blocks that I had yesterday. I also brought out some Legos because a Lego could be a unit square. And we have more Cheez-Its. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and make this out on the rug. So it is 3 feet by 5 feet. I'm going to make my 5 feet right here. So I'm laying out my unit squares into a rectangle, just like Miss McCarthy's rug that she wants. And we're going to find out what is the total area. So I'm just going to count. You can see them right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We found out that our area was 15. Great job, guys. Give yourself a pat on the back. Alright, so now we know we can use our unit squares to find out the area. Now I'm going to teach you another way. And remember, this is measured in feet. So our answer would be 15 feet. Okay, let's look at what the definition of area is and how we can figure it out in a lot quicker way. So area is the number of square units needed to cover a region or figure. It is measured in square units. And that's what we talked about yesterday. So we know that our area is all of these square units because that's what's inside. And to find area, we can use length times width. So for Miss McCarthy's rug, we had 3 feet, and we could do it times 5 feet. And we all know 3 times 5 equals 15. And I wrote it out here so you can see it. Length times width equals area. And you can see here, area is the area on the inside, is all the stuff in the middle, and the perimeter is the outside. We have the length and the width. Okay, let's keep going. So today I'm going to show you how to do an area problem, making your own array, and using the formula. So I have this piece of paper here, and I have the problem out. Since we don't have the smartboard, I'm just going to use a piece of paper and a pen, a marker. And we have the rectangle, and we're going to tile it up. So we're going to label the rectangle, and then add up all the different unit squares that we make to find the area. If you guys have this at home, you can do it with me. But here, it's going to be, we're going to make 3 lines this way. And I'm going to try to make them as even as possible, but I know it's not going to be perfect. And I'm going to make 8 rows goes this way. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and let's add in another one right here, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, I drew one too many, so we're gonna ignore this line right here. Here you can see it up there. And right now, we can just count all of the squares. So I'm gonna do that on the floor, and I hope you guys can see. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Remember, this is all one square. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So I drew in the unit squares, and you can just pretend you have Cheetos in there. And Cheez-Its, and each little one is a Cheez-It. And if you get hungry, you can have a Cheez-It. And I added them all up, and I had 18. Another way we can do this is we can use the formula. So we could go 3 times 8, and we know that equals 24. And we're going to write centimeters because that's how we label any problem with area. Because this is centimeters. The last one we did was feet. Okay. We're going to do another one, and we're going to do the exact, so here we go. The length is 8 centimeters times the width is 3 centimeters equals the area of 24 centimeters. So 8 times 3 equals 24. We're going to do the same exact thing with this problem right here. And I'm going to try to make sure I draw super carefully so I don't mess it up again. But I'm going to draw, and you guys please do this with me. We're going to draw 4 rows down and 7 columns. Make sure you add them up right. We're going to draw 5 down and 7 across. So I have 7, and I'm going to draw, I have 5, and I'm going to draw 7. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and again you can see I didn't draw it perfect, and that's okay. But we know we can look at, in an area, we can look at like a Lego, or these pattern blocks that I made, or Cheez-Its, and know that they should be equal squares. But we always can't draw it perfectly. So again, I'm going to count them, and I want you to count them on your own paper, okay? I'm going to count them in my head, and as I count them, I'm going to mark off each one with a dot. I want you guys to count in your head with me, okay? Let's go. 10, 20. Okay, I got my answer. Did you guys get yours? What did you get? Alright, so I got 35 squares in all. I counted up all my squares, and I got 35. Now, if we use our area formula, what would you guys get? Remember, we go length times width. So our length is 5, and our width is 7. So we can do 5 times 7. And what does 5 times 7 equal? I know you guys know this one. Right, it's 35. And this one is feet. So what would our final answer be? That's exactly right. 35 feet. Oops, I kicked my thing. So we have 5 times 7 equals 35 feet. And we drew this. Now, for this problem, you can easily draw it out, right? And it's pretty simple. But what if you had like 50 feet times 39 feet? It would take you forever to draw each unit square. So that's why the area formula is super handy. Great job, guys. Kiss your brain. You're doing fabulous. So again, the length is 5 feet times the width is 7 feet equals the area of 35. 35 feet. Oops, sorry, I pressed the wrong button. Okay, for next problem, we're going to see which one has the greatest area. So for this one, I'm going to go ahead and draw my unit squares, and I'm also going to use the area formula, okay? And I want you guys to right now take this piece of paper and do it yourselves, okay? So I'm going to do it in my head, and that should give you guys time to think about it in your head. Remember, if you get hungry, you can always have a Cheez-It. Okay, I'm going to make my unit squares first. And make sure you count up each of your unit squares so you know you have them right. Put a little dot on them to make sure you counted them. And use your area formula, so length times width. And I'm going to do the same thing for the second picture. And I'm going to count up my unit squares again because I drew my grid. 1, 2. Alright, so I finished mine. I hope you guys are done or close to done. If you're not quite done, go ahead and pause this video so you have time to finish. I'm going to go ahead and show you what I got. And if you're done, you can see if you agree with me, and if you're not, go ahead and pause it. Alright, so here we go. I drew all my squares, and I did my area formula. So at the top I did 5 times 5 because my length is 5 and my width is 5. And I know 5 times 5 from my times tables equals 25. And when I count them, let's see, I think I also get 25. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So I get 25 both ways. And you can do them both ways just to double check your answer. And then over here, I also use my area formula. So I had 6 times 4 equals, you guys all know this, tell me? Exactly, equals 24. And again, I'm going to count my unit squares just to make sure that I have the same answer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. And again, I have 24. So we know that this area is 24 inches. Oops, I forgot to write my label. I'm going to add that in right now. We know that this picture with the rain clouds is 24 inches, and this one with the flowers is 25 inches. Now the question is, circle the picture that has the greatest area. So I want you guys to go ahead and take your pen or your crayon or whatever you have and circle the picture with the greatest area. I'm going to go over and get my pencils and use a different color so then we can see it. I'm going to circle which one has the greatest area. Now, they both have different shapes, like this one's a square and this one's a rectangle. So just by looking at it, it's really hard to tell which one has the greatest area. But we know that this one is 5 times 5 is 25, and this one is 6 times 4 is 24. So we know that the picture frame with the flowers is the biggest one. Okay, I am so proud of you guys. Give yourself a pat on the back, a clap, give yourselves a hug. You're doing a great job. Okay, so for your independent practice, we're going to do some more. And you'll notice the first two are the exact same ones that we did. See, we did 5 times 7, and we did 3 times 8. So just look back on what we did, and those are your first two. And then down here you have 3 and 3 and 10 and 4 and 9 and 2 and 8 and 5. So I want you guys to multiply the area using the area formula, length times width. And also, I want you guys to actually draw in your array, okay? Remember, if it says 3 over here, you draw 3 lines this way. And if it says 8 here, you draw 8 lines up. So whatever's numbers on this side, you draw in this way. If there's a number on the top, you draw that many this way. Okay? Does that make sense? Go ahead and do this and send me a picture of it when you're done so that I can see it. Because that would be awesome. I want to see how you guys did. Also, I have this put as your homework. And it's just finding the area of different rectangles. Now these are smaller, so it might be really hard to draw your arrays. But I want you guys, or to draw your grid, I want you guys to try the best you can. Don't worry, it doesn't have to be perfect. And make sure you use the area formula. I want to see your multiplication sentence written out. And in your answers for both of these, make sure you write out the exact measurement. Because you can see this one's centimeters, this one's feet, this one's inches, this one's meters. Over here we have yards and inches and feet. And if you don't write that down, then I don't know exactly how big your area is. Alright, so this one's your independent practice. And I want you guys to start working on that right now or in a minute. And then this one you guys can do later for homework if you have time. Alright? Awesome. Next, I have a new station for you today. So, yesterday, I have it right here actually. Yesterday we did this station where we rolled the dice and drew out your area. So if you haven't finished that, go ahead and work on that too. And we also did the one where we wrote our names. I wrote Miss Nielsen. So work on that one too if you haven't finished it. But today I put up some task cards that you guys can work on. And some are pretty simple, like in these ones, you just have to find the perimeter. So if this is too small, I suggest you draw a picture and try to make it the same size so it doesn't have to be perfect. And then you can draw your grid in. So these should be pretty simple. For these ones, make sure you read them really carefully and figure them out the best you can. Like I'll help you with this first one. Kelso's bedroom is 9 feet by 7 feet. So then you would draw a rectangle that's 9 by 7. And then you can figure out your area. His sister Jasmine's feet sister Jasmine's bedroom is 8 feet by 10 feet. And you can figure out who has the bigger bedroom like we just did in this problem. So just draw it out. If it says 8 feet by 10 feet, that means you know one side is 8 and one side is 10. On 9 feet by 7 feet, one side is 9 and one side is 7. So you can draw your array, or you can use the area formula, which is length times width. So you guys work on these the best you can, those 2 pages, and then just write down your answers in a notebook. And also take a picture of those so you can send to me, because that would be awesome. But I'm going to give you guys about 30 to 45 minutes to work on that. You can go ahead and pause this video, work on your stations, and then in a little bit you can come back and do your last exit slip. So I'm going to give you a minute to pause, and then we'll come back to it. Okay, let's work on our exit slip. I hope you guys had fun with your stations. And if you finish them, please send me a picture so I can see it and I can look at how good you did and how amazing you're being. I'm sure you guys are working so hard, and I'm so proud of you. I wish I could see you guys. Alright. So in this one, these you can also print out. Find the area of both pictures, make an array, and use the area formula to solve the area. Alright, I want you guys to go ahead and work on that. I'm going to do it on my paper, but when you're done, make sure you also write your name, and I want to see you guys make the grid, and I want to see you guys use the area formula, and when you write your final answer, make sure you use the same measurement. So this is in meters, so your final answer should be in meters. Alright, you guys do this, and I'm going to go ahead and do it with you. Hope you guys are working hard. Alright, I have my answer, and I'm going to explain it to you guys in just a minute. So if you're not done, go ahead and pause this video so you can finish real quick. And then when you're done, come right back to me, okay? And I'll explain it. So I'm going to give you a minute to pause. Alright, here we go. Make sure you write your name on it so I know whose it is. Find the area of both pictures, make an array, use the area formula to solve the area. So as you can see, I made my unit squares on my 2 areas. And I found out, if I count them, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 unit squares. And I also used the area formula. 3 times 3 equals 9. So it matched up, and I know it's correct. Over here, I also made my unit squares, and I'm going to count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And over here, so I know there's 8 unit squares, so that's my area. And over here, I have 4 times 2 equals 8. So this one is 9 meters. The area is 9 meters. And this one, the area is 8 meters. This is really useful when you're finding out area, for finding out the size of your room so you can decorate it, the size of pictures to know what picture frame it goes in, the size of books to know where it can fit in your bookshelf, the size of a cake pan if you're baking, because there's different sizes. So you use area for a lot of things, and this area formula, length times width, will be super helpful for you to memorize. So just remember, you take one side and you multiply it by the other side for a square or a rectangle. Let's go over our I can statement one more time. Will you guys read it with me? Ready? 1, 2, 3. I can find area by making arrays and using the area formula. And that's what we did today. We made the grid, the arrays, and we used the formula, length times width. I hope you guys had a great time. You did a great job. Go ahead and give yourself a big hug because you guys are awesome. I love it. All right. Make sure you guys stay safe and have a good one. Bye.